Hi friends, so this is our lesson on HTML video tag. You are watching Code with Akshat and I, Akshat, will conduct the session with you. So like I always do. In this lesson we will get to know about what is a HTML video tag. I will also tell you what all formats are supported in HTML to insert a video, and I will also tell you how to do different types of things with video in HTML using HTML video tag. So let's start. HTML video tag. The video tag is used to embed video content in a document such as a movie clip or other video streams. This means that the video tag is used to embed a video content in a web page or HTML document or a website. So we can insert a movie clip or other video streams like recordings and many more things. So the video tag contains one or more source tag with different video sources. The browser will choose the first source it supports. So in this, what happens is the video tag can also contain many source tags. As you know, source tag is used to insert the URL like we did in HTML audio lesson, so you can also see that. So in that also we can use many source tags, and in both the cases the thing that happens is the browser will choose the first source that is supported by the browser. Like if the browser will support MP4 format and not other formats, and if we have written many formats in the source tag, so it will only support the MP4 format. And there is one more condition, that if 2 or 3 formats are supported, like there are only 3 formats as you can see, MP4, WebM and OGG, but OGG is a audio format, so we use OGV instead of OGG in this. Okay, so if the browser is supporting these 3, so the first source tag which will have one of these will be used to print the video or display the video to the user. The text between the video and /video tag will only be displayed in browsers that do not support the video element. Okay, so as I told you, there are 3 formats which are supported in HTML video tag and HTML. So those are MP4, WebM and OGV. I have written OGV by mistake, so it should be OGV. Let me tell you what is the difference between them. So OGG is an audio format and OGV is a video format. Okay, so let's go on the next slide. Here is the list of browsers which support the different type of formats. So the first browser is Edge or Internet Explorer. So it supports MP4 but not the other two, which are WebM and OGV. The second browser is Chrome, which supports all the 3. The third browser is Firefox, which also supports all the 3 formats. The fourth is Safari. It only supports the MP4 and not the other 2. And the last one is Opera, which supports all of the 3 formats. Okay. Now here is a table. In this table, I have written that which browser supports video tag or not. So as you can see, all browsers support video tag. So the minimum requirement for the browser to support the video tag is here. So in Chrome it should be 4.0 or more. In Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge it should be 9.0 or above. In Firefox it should be 3.5 or above, and in Opera it should be 3.1 or above, and the last one is Safari, so in it should be 11.5 or above. Okay, now here are some attributes that we use in this. Now these attributes are optional, but the one that is compulsory is the controls one. Okay, we use these attributes to change the properties of the video, like not directly but how it will display the different things. So in autoplay, let me tell you what does these do. So the first one is autoplay. So the autoplay in it comes the autoplay value, which is the which we have to put under description, and what it does is that it specifies that the video will start playing as soon as it is ready. So like in VS Code, as soon as we will save the file and open the live server, so what will happen, it will start playing the video automatically. The second one is controls. So controls specifies that video controls should be displayed, such as a play or pause button. So if we put this, then it will display these play, pause button, download button, picture in picture button, seek button, and there are some more. The third one is height. So in height we write the value in pixels. So what it will do is it will change the height and set the height in pixels of the video. Okay, the fourth one is loop. It will put a for loop. It means for loop that will make the video start over and over again every time it is finished. So it will obviously start the video again. As the loop does this, it continues forever and starts the loop or the code again whenever it is finished. The next one is muted. So in muted, it specifies that the audio output of the video should be muted. So when we will run it, the audio will be muted, but there is an option also to unmute it on the display. So we can unmute it from there, but the default one will be muted. The sixth one is the URL, or sorry, it is the poster. So in the poster, we will put a thumbnail or something like it. In it, the URL or the file path will come. So it will specify an image to be shown while the video is downloading or until the user hits the play button. So when we will run the code after putting the path in the poster attribute in the video tag, so it will show a particular image that we have, that is the source of the poster attribute. So that image will be displayed until the user hits the play button, and it will show till when the video is downloading. The next one is preload. So in it we put auto, metadata and none. So you don't need to focus much on it, but just you need to remember that if we will put it, then it will specify that if and how the author thinks the video should be loaded when the page loads. So in it we can put auto, metadata and none. So I will tell you about two. That auto is that it will make that user thinks that the video should be loaded like it should be loaded as there should be no change in the display. So like the timing will be changed. I will show you after implementation after some time in the video or the lesson, so you can understand from there more. So none is that it will show 0 there. Next one is the SRC. So if we will not put the SRC, we use the source tag in which we put the source or the URL or the file path of the video. The last one is width. So in it we define the width. So it will set the width of the video as we will define it in pixels. So now let's go on the autoplay attribute. HTML video autoplay attribute. The autoplay attribute is a boolean attribute. When present, the video will automatically start playing as soon as it can do so without stopping. As I told you before, that autoplay will start the video when the code is initialized, and as soon as it is run, or as soon as it gets the command when to run, as you can see here, as soon as it is ready. Okay, here is an example of it. I've also used controls here. I will tell you more about controls after this autoplay and implementation of this autoplay. So in it we will first put the video tag, then in it we will put the two attributes controls and autoplay. We will close the video tag and then we will start the source tag. In the source tag we will put an src attribute and a type attribute. In the src attribute we will put the file path, and in the type attribute we will put the type of the format of the video. So we will then close the source tag, and if the browser does not support the video tag or the format, so browser will get to know that this browser does not support the video tag. Then we will close the video tag. So this was a code or example, you can say, for the video autoplay attribute. Now let me go on the VS Code, and now I am on the VS Code. This is the old file that we made in the last video open. Now I will make a new file named akshat12.html. Now I will put a boilerplate. I will change the title as HTML video tag. Okay, I will remove this space that I have put. So now I will put this in this body tag h1. In h1 I will put HTML video tag. Now I will put a h2. In the h2 I will write autoplay attribute. Okay, now I will put a video tag. As you know, the src is here. I will tell you about the src after some time. Now in the video we will put controls and autoplay. Okay, now I will put a source tag. Now I will select here source src. It has emitted the src and the type attribute. In the src, first I will put the source by going in the downloads folder. I have downloaded some. At 4 formats, as you can see, I will remove unselect OGG. Then I will go to here, and here where it is here, I will make another folder named as video. Okay, in the video I will paste these. Okay, now I will go here, and in the src I will write video. Now I will select the type of the video I need to. I will select MP4. Okay, I will also open this and wait. Where is it? Here. Now I will put here video slash MP4. Let me show you the table also for it. Here it is in the last here. So we write for the MP4, we write video slash MP4. For OGV, we write video slash OGV, and for WebM we write video slash WebM. Okay, now I will come here on this. Now I will duplicate this line. Okay, now I will select OGV. Here I will write OGV. If I am not wrong, I will write here WebM, and in the WebM I will, now I have written also WebM for it. I will put the text that this browser does not support video tag. I will save it. Now I will go live on the live server. As you can see, our video is here. So HTML video tag autoplay attribute. So this was my video. As you can see, I will make the voice more clear. so that you can hear. Okay, so now the video is done. So it started automatically. You would see, I will do it again for you once. I will dispose the live server and go again. As you can see, it will play automatically, but I don't know why it is not. I will check what is the issue here. I will save it. Wait, I will make. I think it should be played. I don't know why it is not played. I will open this. So in it also it is not played. You can check for yourself. I don't know what is the bug here. I will fix it once the lesson is done. So I think you must have been understood this autoplay attribute. Now I will also tell you about another attribute here. The next one was controls attribute. The controls attribute is a boolean attribute. So when it is present, it specifies that video controls should be displayed. So the video controls are here. So it should include play button, pause button, seeking, volume, full screen toggle, caption, subtitles if they are available, and track. Okay, so like if you want the subtitles one, I will go on the YouTube. I'll select my ID here. So now I have selected my ID. Now I will search for one of my video. Now I will search code with Akshar. This video. No, this one is the recent one. So as you can see here, I will pause it and now I will copy this URL. I will go on the VS Code and change it here. Okay, I will save it. And where is it? So I don't know. I will first comment these all. Save it. I don't know why it is not showing it. I have one more way to do. I will use the SRC and paste it here. I will also put here controls. I don't know why it is not running. I will check another way if I find here. No, it will not run. I think so. So let's leave it. You can try once you have seen my lesson here. So now here I will do this also. Undo. Yes, now it is fine. I will save it. And as you saw, it ran automatically. I didn't play it, but it ran automatically. So this was it. As you are able to see it. Okay, so this is it. Now I will tell you about the controls attribute. So the controls attribute code is here. So we will put here the video tag, and in it we will put the controls attribute. Then we will put the source tag, and in it we will define the SRC and type. Then we will close the source tag. Then we will write this: your browser does not support the video tag, and then we will close the video tag. So it will display kind of this. First I will again go on this VS Code. Okay, now I am here. I will make some space. I will put an H2. In this H2 now I will put controls attribute. Okay, now I will put a video tag. SRC I will not put right now, and I will just put the controls. Now I will copy this whole. I will paste it here. I will save it. When I wanted, then it was not running and showing the video, but now I don't know why it is showing. I will comment this whole as it will make noise again and again. So as you can see, this controls play button, pause button, play pause button. This is the duration one, as you can wait here. Seeking is that seek bar, or you can also call it as this duration bar. Here is now R. Then volume is there. Full screen toggle is there. As sorry, here. So volume button is also here. Full screen is also here. There is download and picture in picture. So in the picture in picture we can drag it anywhere. It will pop out of the document and it will be in our hand. Okay. So now here it is. The controls attribute is also done. I will go again on the PowerPoint presentation to tell you about more attributes. Here comes the height and the width attribute. So the width attribute specifies the width of a video player or the video in pixels, and the height does specify the height of a video in pixels. Okay, so here is our example above. You must be, I will not tell the whole, but you need to see this width. It will define the width as 320 pixel and height as 240 pixel. You don't have to write pixel in it, px after this, the numbers in the width and the height. Okay, as it is not required much. So default we can write the numbers, but if we want to write, we can also write the px after the numbers. Now let me tell you a tip that you should follow here. So the tip is that you should always specify the both height and width attributes for videos. If height and width are set, the space required for the video is reserved when the page is loaded. However, without these attributes, the browser does not know the size of the video. Okay, and it cannot reserve the appropriate space to it, and the effects will be that the page layout will change during loading while the video loads. Okay, so this will be the do's and don'ts. Okay, you should follow this step I'm telling you. Okay, so this is mandatory, so I'm not specified here. So if I will specify here, then if I will put more text as spam here, I will make some span, sorry, and I will close it. I will type lorem and 20. So it has made 20 words of lorem. Now I will go here. So it is not specifying here the space, as you can see. Okay, so this will happen with it. If I will duplicate it many times, and as you can see, it will not specify the whole space. So the layout will change. As if we wanted to display it here, it will display here. So this will be the error here. So if we will put the height and the width, then it will reserve the particular space for it. We can also do it by CSS by putting the style attribute, and in it we will write the width and height with pixels. So we will try it also in the end, but first let's complete this. So I will put another video tag here, src. I will not put right now, and here I will now go on and write controls. I will write the height, and height, if I am writing 200 and width 200, it will make a square for it by default. As I will save it and I will go on the browser. So here is the square for it, but if we will not put, it will not display. So I have again to put this source here. We'll put this here, delete. I made an error here, sorry, I forgot to write the correct spelling. I will remove the extra space that is given here, and I will save it. Now I will go here. As you can see, a small space is reserved for it when I will play it. So as it will be small, so the options will be less. Like this duration is not coming. So this is more small than this. You can check it also. I don't. You can check it on. So in your video one. So I will first do it. So now if I will change it to 400 by 300, as you can see, this is not good. This is not being good, as the height is more but the width is less, and it is displaying more white space here. So for it I will put the width as 400 and the height as 300. I will save it. Now it looks a bit fine. All the controls are visible, as you can see. So this is the fine. Okay, if we want to do it in the next line, then we will put a BR. I will save it, and here it is in the next line. Okay, I will put another BR here. I will put it in this comment one, so that you can see it and it does not make extra space. Okay, now we will go on the next attributes that we have reserved for our lesson today. So the next one is the loop attribute. The loop attribute is also a Boolean attribute. When present, it specifies that the video will start over and over again every time it is finished. I've already told you about this to you. So for it, we only have to write the loop and the controls attribute in the video and the source and the source tag and this your browser one, blah blah blah. So we will write this, and as soon as we press the play button of the video, do you know what it will do? I think you don't know. Or if you know, then let me tell you that it will play the video again and again and again and again forever until we don't stop it. Let's see a live example here. I will put wait, I have not put this one h2. I also have to do. Will also comment it. Let me first go on the browser and check it if it is good or not. Now in the h2 before one I will, sorry I forgot it also, height and width attribute I will write here. Now I will write attribute. I will copy this one also and paste it here. Okay, I will change the height and width to loop, and here I will remove this height and width and also I will put remain it here, and also I will put loop. So as you can see here, another one is here. I have played it, so now you can see here what it will do. You can wait for some time as 20 to 30 seconds. So the video is playing. Now it was over and it started again. If I will go here again started, again started. So this will happen until we pause it. Okay, this was a loop attribute. Now we only have some attributes left. Let us also complete those. The next one is muted attribute. Muted attribute is also a Boolean attribute. So when it will present or it will initialize and it will be displayed, or when we will run the code, then it will specify the audio output of the video that it will be muted. So like here, let me show you on the browser. Like the audio is full, we can do it less or more, but in it will be like this. It will initialize like this, it will get open like this, and if we like, it will play no sound here. This will happen with the muted one. So if we want to do it by the code, then we will copy this again and paste it here. Instead of loop, we will write muted. Also, I forgot to tell you one thing in the loop, that if it will be autoplay, like let me go here. I had a tip also for you. I'm not able to see it, but let me tell you the tip, that it will not work when we will do like this. If we will put the autoplay also, then this will be of no use. It means that this will be of use, but it will not be of the much use. Also, I forgot to tell you about the height and width also. So here, if we rescale video with the height and width attributes, downsizing a large video with the height and width attributes forces a user to download the original video. Even if it looks smaller on the page, the correct way to rescale a video is with the program before using it on a page. So it meant that if we will rescale it with the height and width attributes, and the user will download it, it will download the original one. It will not download the scale that is visible on the browser. So if we want that user should download the visible scale, then we should put in the program we should make changes and change the video pixels with the height and width there only. So that we will do it. Okay. Now let me again go on the present VS Code. I have done it. Now let me change it. I will do it muted. Okay, I will save it. I will first change the width and height also. So here I think it is showing some white space. I know why, because it is a square and the video is a rectangle. So like this, just see here, it is defaultly muted. I didn't did anything. This will happen surely. Okay, this thing will happen always if you will put this. Okay, I will play it and no sound will come because it is muted. I can change this. I can put the sound by unmuting it from here also, like as you can hear now. So this would happen, but the original one would be muted. Okay, now let us go on this poster attribute. The poster attribute specifies an image to be shown while the video is downloading or until the user hits the play button. If this is not included, the first frame of the video will use instead. So let me show you a live example of it. On YouTube only I am showing. So as you can see here, this is here, my video is here. So the thing here is the thumbnail. Thumbnail will be like the poster that we will put. So this is the picture, but when we will download it, the thumbnail will not come. Also, when we will play it, then the thumbnail will all again vanished, as you can see now. So this will happen. Let's implement it live here. Also, let me tell you about this height and width, that if we change the height and width more, and so the white spaces will be above also and below also. Okay, now let me go on the PowerPoint presentation. Here is the syntax. So we will put the poster attribute, poster attribute, and in it we will put the path. So I will put my logo here. I will show you also the example. Now I will copy this whole here, and I will paste it here. I will change it to what was it poster. I will change this also to a poster. Now in this poster we will put equal and this. Now it was asking for what it should put. So for it I will go here and I will open another window for it, and I will go to my folder where it is here, and now I have to find my logo here. Here is the logo. Okay, now this one is the logo. I will go here. I will make a new folder. I will put Akshat 12 logo. Okay, Now I will paste it here. So you can recognize here Akshar 12. So what is the Akshar 12? I have named it Akshar 12 because it is the Akshar 12 file here that I have made today. I will again go on the VS Code. Now in the poster, first I will remove, and now here Akshar 12 logo is coming. I will press it and logo.png. I will save it and wait. I should go here only. I should remove this height and width once. Okay. I will save it now and I will go in the browser. Here it is. So this is the poster. Now it is displaying a poster here. So as soon as I played it, it displayed that. If I will refresh it, it will be here. My logo will be here. The image will be displayed here. But as soon as we play it, then the logo will vanish. If we go here also at 0 position, then also it will not happen, because it will only come when the page is initialized or it is reloaded, or as you can see here. So it will be only included until the user hits the play button first. At the first position it will only happen. The next one is the preload attribute. In the preload attribute, we specify if the author thinks that the video should be loaded when the page loads. So sorry, let me tell you by me only. So it means that the preload attribute will specify that if I am the author, so how should I am thinking that, and then I am displaying it. So it will display the thing that I thought and the time should be loaded here. So now here it will load the hint that we will provide to the browser about what am I thinking, or the author or the he or she is thinking, and it will lead to the best user experience. This attribute may ignored in some instances. Sorry. So now here is the note again. The preload attribute is ignored if autoplay is present. If we will put the preload and autoplay together, it will not put the preload one. It will only run the autoplay, because autoplay will run it by its own. It will not give a chance to the preload to make changes to the file, to display the changes. Okay. So here is our syntax. So we will put preload equal to, and in the inverted commas there comes 3 things. First I will copy this whole again, Control D. I think I did a mistake. Now here it is fine. Now I will put poster attribute. Instead of it I will put a preload attribute. In the preload attribute I will also keep the poster. Okay, for your reference, I will make some changes to the code that I showed in the PowerPoint presentation. I will put the poster and then I will put preload. In it we get 3 options: auto, metadata, none. Let me tell you about auto and none. You can find about metadata. So none, let me show you the output. If I will put none here it is coming only 0. Nothing is happening. Why it is happening like this? Also I should define the height here once. Now yes. So why it is happening 0? Why it is not displaying like this? It is happening because we displayed the preload equal to none. If we press it, it will show 0 and then 12 1. The whole thing. If we will put the auto, nothing will happen. It will display this only. And if we will put metadata, you can search it on the browser about what will happen. I am leaving this task to you, and you comment the thing that you get to know in the comment box. If this is my old video, so I will put the new video, so you can put it here, the comment here. Okay, so you can place it here. Okay, the comment here. Now wait, now I will go on the attributes which are left. I think SRC is only left. Yes. So SRC we have only to put the SRC here. So this is the example. So the example uses an OGG file and will work in Firefox, Opera and Chrome. Okay. So to play the video in Internet Explorer and Safari, we must use an MPEG-4 file. Okay. So it is another file, you can check it. So to make it in work all browsers, we use the source element or the source tag and inside the video. Okay, so it is the source one is used for our displaying on our browsers. If we have 3 formats and we want to display the video, the same video on all browsers, but if it is the OGG format, so it will only display in Firefox, Opera and Chrome. But if we want to display it in IE, Edge and Safari, then we use the source attribute. In it, we also define the MP4 or WebM. So mostly people define MP4. So let me go here on it. I don't have another browser. Let me check Edge. I think I have. Yes, I have it. Now I will display. First, I will do just it on. I will do the whole only for this. What this? I will do only for OGG file. I will change it to preload to SRC. I will remove this whole source. Okay. I will remove this poster preload. I will just put the SRC. In the SRC, I will put video / movie.ogv. I will save it. Now I will go here. Here I will now select it. Open with Internet Explorer. Oh, I have Internet Explorer also. Now I will show you the difference. What will happen with it? It will take some time. Here. It was not responding. It is not the updated version. I will set it up again. So here it is coming aborted. Let me first check it. What is the issue with it? Here the error is with this only. It is because we have put the OGV format. If we will play it, then nothing will happen. That the only thing will happen is this invalid source. We cannot play it, but these we can play it because we have 3 different sources and one of them can work on it. If all of them will work, then it will display like this. Okay, on the Chrome it was displaying this, like here SRC, but here it is displaying this. So now you can get it. I think you have got it. If you want to, here I will go again on the VS Code. If you want to do it with the if you want to do it with the WebM, let me write here WebM, here OGV. If you want to do it with the WebM, I will select WebM. I will save it. I will again run it on, but now I will run it on Microsoft Edge. Now my Microsoft Edge is running. Here it will show this because it supports this format. I don't know why. I think it should be supporting that one, but leave it. I will show you for the Internet Explorer that it supports or not. Internet Explorer. Now it will open this here. Allow logged content. Here invalid source. This source does not work on in Internet Explorer. So but it will work in another ones. So it will show invalid source here. All other ones are working here, as you can see. We'll play it also. I will pause it also. Okay. So this will happen. Okay, some functions will also not come. with Internet Explorer, but all functions will come with Chrome. So you can use Chrome if you want for the better experience as I have. And I have told you about my lesson. Now let me take you to my channel once. So you can access all my videos. I have these 3 intro videos. This is on my lessons I post. This is on the first video that I posted on what is my channel about. This is on my website, and I also have 3 playlists here: Code with Akshat and intros, and web designing in Hindi and web designing in English. You can watch all the lessons that I have posted if you have not watched till now. And also you must watch this audio tag. You can also watch it in Hindi, but the Hindi one is not having the full videos, so I will post there more. Now you can also go on my website and check the things I have posted there. I have posted everything. I also have 4 quiz. Here are all the lessons of Hindi, English. Here are some posts on the softwares that you should use. Here you can subscribe me. But here also, here I have posted 5 posts now. There are many comments also, as you can see. Now today our lesson is ending here. So if you liked it, then you can like this video. If you dislike, then dislike. Subscribe my channel and share this video. Comment below on how it was. If you have any doubt, you can mail me or comment below. Also, you can watch all my other videos, access to my website, and also try on different browsers so you can try this code. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time in my next lesson.